Yep, we're at 9 p.m. Let's start. Welcome you guys to another webinar of WriterZen. My name is Daniel, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of WriterZen. In today's session, obviously, we are looking at a lot of new users who just gotten onto the tool. Probably the first time you listen to me live, and the first time you hearing me talking about the tool. So I want to spend maybe about 15 minutes sharing with you about WriterZen, slightly about what makes us different from the other two. Um, what is the philosophy behind the way we build our tool? And then we'll move into the second session where I also will share with you our take on the future of inbound marketing. So in the next 3 to 5 years, what is SEO? What will SEO look like? Because you see, whatever you're doing today, in terms of SEO, it will actually only show impact in the next 6 or 8 months. So it's a very long time game. And as it is a long time game, it is very important for you to understand the future of SEO, the future of Google, what determine how your ranking will be. And the second part, I will share with you our dashboard overview I show you where all the resources you can come in and check out, why those resources are important, and how you can access those resources within each of the tool. So I'll just go briefly into that, so that new users, you are able to understand how you can get on and get used to the tool as quickly and as possible. Then I'll share with you some of the key features that make us different. Some of the features in which is not available in any other SEO tool in the market. And some of the features in which we consider as key in the way we do and we build WriterZen. Fifth, we will we'll mention we'll share with you briefly on each of the tool. What is this purpose? How is it used and the mechanism behind it? I will try to keep it as short and sweet as possible. And finally, I'll do a quick AI walkthrough how you can create an article from start to finish using our content creator toolset, because a lot of you guys are probably have not even explored into that area yet. So today, that is the goal of our 1 hour webinar. So thank you again for coming on, and let's start it. So first of all, let me share with you a bit about WriterZen. So essentially, our team in WriterZen started out as a digital SEO content agency for about 7 years, and we were working on a hardcore big project, and we have to use several tools to do that. And there's a few observation and a few lesson we see as we were working as we were working as an SEO agency. And the first observation is SEO is going to change dramatically in the next 5 years. And it changed because simply of the fact that Google is getting smarter every day, right? So back in the day, Google used a lot of different signal to determine whether or not your website should rank, because deciding on what website rank means that Google understand the intent of your website, so that it can match that intent to the right and corresponding keyword people search, correct? So as Google gets smarter, things that are technical signal before, like backlinks, like your the referral links, all the social signals and all that stuff, slowly get a lot more less and less important, simply because now when a bot go into your content, they can actually detect and understand the context and meaning of what you're trying to write. Google was not able to do that before. Understanding a context is only a human thing to do until very recently with their new AI and NLP, natural language processing, algorithm. Their bot was able to go in there and understand exactly what you're trying to write. That's partially shown by the fact that back in the day, you can simply rank a website by just putting a bunch of backlinks in your website, or you just throw a bunch of keywords, and Google bot would get confused and think that, oh wow, this website has so many of this keyword and have a lot of backlinks, I'm going to rank this on the top because that's what users want. That no longer the case now, and going forward, it's continued to get worse. So if Google gets smarter every day, what's left for you? What makes your website better than the other competitors. And the only thing that is better is actually two things: the way you organize your information in your website, so that when a Google bot going, they know and they think, they believe that you are the expert in the subject that you try to rank, your organization and your topic that you chose. Like if you want to rank for exercise, you better write about nutrition, you better write about diet, you better write about metabolism or food choice and all that stuff, because you need to cover all the topic in order for Google bot to know that you are a reliable source of information. So that's the first. The second thing is the value and the quality of the content that you write. It is no longer the case where you just simply go up and then write a 500 words and then leave it there and hoping that it to rank. Your content, whatever it is, has to give meaning and quality and value for the end users, because Google can test that easily. So we have a lot of cases where we would try to do SEO for a certain website, and then there will be a moment where our keyword would jump from rank 50 suddenly to rank 1. And I was like, wow, this is great. We are now finally getting to rank first. And we show it to the clients. But in just 2 weeks, it dropped back down to 40. And only later on I understand that the moment Google show your keyword into the top, that's the period of Google trying to test your website. So they test in what way? The moment you get to the top, right away there will be a footfalls of organic traffic get to your content. And Google will start measuring how long does that users or the traffic engage with your content. How long do they stay on there? Do they actually read the whole thing? Do they interact with it? Do they interact with any link, an internal link that you set in there? When they were reading through, do they see any other related article that they find interesting enough for them to click on? So Google, when they measure all that stuff, they create a filter. And the moment you don't pass that filter, meaning that user go in there and they don't find your content valuable, they get out in like 30 seconds, meaning they don't even read anything. After only a week or so, your content will fall. So you see a lot of users who use or try to do SEO, you think of SEO as such a short-term project, right? You think that, oh, it's just rank this keyword. That's it for SEO. And that's could be no, this like could not be further from the truth, right? It's SEO is all about long-lasting, sustainable result, because you want to be there for a long run, because it will eventually bring you organic traffic time over time, and that organic traffic will turn out into your converted um, users, people who pay for you. So that to us is the future of inbound marketing, future of SEO. And because it's all come back to content and the quality of it, we decide to create WriterZen. And WriterZen, unlike many other tools who sell you purely features, one single feature like keyword research or content writing or AI writing or topic, finding topics, we integrate the entire workflow into one, because that's what SEO is. SEO is a series of steps that you follow. It's not one thing you do good. Like, oh, I'm just gonna do this amazing keyword research and I'm gonna find all these keywords and then I'm gonna rank for them. It doesn't work that way. It starts with optimizing your on page, making sure that your website is clean, nice, organized, all the information is neatly put in orders, all the topic, and then it go into the topic that you choose. What is your main topic? What is your subtopic that support that main topic? What are all the keywords under each of this topic that you cover? And then the article that you write. Is it optimized? Is it better? Is it longer than your competitor? Does it include all the keyword needed? It's a series of a lot of different steps. And if you use different tools, you will see that you have to buy like 10 tools, right? And each tool will give you a tons of different data points. Or some tool will give you not only backlinks data, but series of backlinks, and then referral links, and then all kind of insanely, which is full dashboard full of data. And we find that most of the time you maybe use up 10% of the tool that you bought. And we find that that's such a waste. And what we build is we include all of that into a single unified workflow from start to finish. We don't recommend you to go in just for one single feature. unless you have other step covered by other tools and you only need one features from ours, that's that's fine. But if you only use WriterZen, like you are new users, maybe you're an AppSumo, so you're early adopter, you are solo entrepreneur, you start out with blogging, you want to do SEO, follow our workflow. That's what we design our tool to be. We don't just sell you a single feature. We don't just tell you, oh, go for WriterZen because of our keyword research. I never said that. It's a discipline to follow from start to finish. And that is how WriterZen was built and the problem that we try to solve. And during this whole thing, right, we'll create a few key features that distinguish us from the rest of other competitors. First one, well, I will go into that later. Actually, that will be in the separate one. All right. So that essentially is the story of WriterZen, why we create, and well, basically is how it is built and the problem we try to solve. So welcome to all of you guys who just started WriterZen. I understand it's a bit overwhelming when you start looking at the dashboard and everything, but trust me, everything have its reasons. And now I'm going to go into the tool itself and share with you the way we structure our dashboard, right? Um, so as you can see in our dashboard, um, we put in front of the dashboard right away what we call a recommended workflows. So when you first go in, we ask you a few questions to kind of distinguish yourself. Are you a beginner? Are you intermediate? Or are you an advanced users? Right? If you're a beginner, this series I recorded this series in a very simplified version word so that you could easily understand how our workflow can apply to your content and template, right? And then there's intermediate, and then there's advanced. So so each we use different kind of language, we use different kind of tonality, and we use different kind of data to kind of showcase how you can utilize our workflow. So I call workflow because that's what we sell. We sell an entire workflow, and that will start with forming a cluster. So you have to be able to determine the main topic that you try to do SEO and all the subtopic that you basically have to cover. The goal in this step is to establish your expertise to Google. I mean, I'm sure you do SEO, you understand EAT, right? Expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. And that's a playbook of Google saying that if you try to rank and if you try to be a quality website that I consider to rank you, you better follow our playbook. And that starts with expertise, right? You have to show Google that you have the expertise needed in order to rank for the keyword or the topic that you have. And that is topic discovery. And the first step, form a topic cluster. What topic cluster is, how it is, watch the videos. I go in very details of how it works. Only after you form a nice and put together topic cluster, you go into finding your ideal keyword. And in here, we integrate how you can utilize our golden filter function. And golden filter function is essentially a very key features that only WriterZen have in the whole market at the moment. You will not be able to find any other keyword tool in the market that have this function. And this will save you so much time. I mean, it saved us 80% of our keyword research process. And in here, we already built in also for you what we call Zen Matrix. A Zen Matrix essentially is a matrix to help you organize the keyword as you do research. But that's get into more of a technical. Please watch the videos in here in order to understand more and how it goes in details. Then only after that, you will start defining a structure of the article that you try to write. And in here also, we introduce you with another key features, and we call it keyword cluster. So once you have a list of keyword that you determine on each of the topic and subtopic, you have to group those keywords into the group of keyword that have potential to rank together. For example, web design in New York and web design in downtown Brooklyn. Those are the two keywords that have different search volume. It's different keyword, but if you search those keywords, very likely that the same results will turn out. And what we do is we find the keyword that have the same result and we group them together. What does it solve? It solves the fact that you now can group the keyword that have high potential to rank together so that you can put them in only one article. So in one article, you are able to, if you rank for one keyword, you will then be able to rank for several keywords as well. This is extremely painful, painful and tedious work that we have to go do back when we were a digital content agency. So that is step 3. Okay. Only after you're done with this step, what we call now in the pyramid of SEO campaign, you're done with the research phase. And after you're done with the research phase, you go into then build a content outline, and then you start executing your writing and optimization. So this this is an entire recommended workflows that we show for you using WriterZen. Of course, there's other things you have to do when it comes to SEO, like your on-page technical optimization. You can utilize other tool set to do it. And then you have to go and use backlinks and all that stuff. We currently don't support backlinks yet. We may do that in future. We're not sure. There's no promises because we still want to focus on the fact that we want to simplify your content workflow, right? So that is recommended workflow. Please watch this. It's very important that you watch the whole entire series and apply that into your SEO campaign. Okay, so the second thing is, as I was showing in the videos, I will share with you a workflow template, and you can access the template from here, and that's the template form. You click on the template form, you'll be able to see a Figma file that look like this. Give it 1 second. So it looks like this. And this is where we show you a template where you can apply to your own work. And in this template, we have, first of all, the design of the workflow. It starts with research in the bottom, forming a topic, research your keyword, build your article structure, and then to execution, writing and execute, and check and publish. So that's the workflow. And so you can go in here and you see read first. There's some kind of outlines that we kind of highlights we show to you. And as you can see from here, we break that down into a series of 5 steps, right? Topic discovery, how you can utilize that. You start with topic discovery. You'll be able to see pillar page, subtopic 2, subtopic 3. And from there, if you zoom in here, you have a topic cluster strategy booklet by WriterZen. This is, you click on this, will bring you to a file. It's a PDF file. I think we wrote like 6 pages on this, where you can read through and understand the concept of topic cluster, why it's important, and how you can kind of utilize that. And then go to second step with Keyword Explorer. This is where we show you all entitled meaning and related questions. It's the core of our technology to help you find high performing keyword using our golden filter here. And so just click on this. There's a long article explaining and show you how to do it. And then there's a Gen Matrix framework that you can click on, and we'll also show you, where keywords should belong to what category. And then there's ESKP function. That's when basically a revenue forecast tool that you can click on and read as well. And then the third step would be to import that keyword into Keyword Importer. So watch the videos. You will see how you can use Keyword Importer for this step. And then over here, we have some suggested practice like forming your funnel in top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and then bottom of the funnel. Read all this article that we have, extremely useful. We already filter out for you what articles that are good and what articles that give you the highest amount of volume of value. Because I know a lot of you feel confused because you don't know where to start, right? You start SEO and you have no idea what does it entail for you to start and what does it entail for you to get it done. And we already filtered out some of the key things that needed, at least in the start of your journey, so that you don't get into that stage of confusion, because SEO are complicated, right? And then content creator. This is another article where I talk about Google NLP integration with that, the future of natural language processing. Also over here is how you can utilize our keyword content creator to create a content for you. It's a complex tool, but I will go in detail a bit later of this webinar. And then you use the content creator to kind of and plagiarism checker in the final step. Again, we have here buyer persona framework. This is where you start to have to build a framework of a persona of a person who you write for, which is your end users, and how to build customer journey maps. So it's just very basic, good content strategy and good kind of material for you to utilize, so that when you start writing, you don't feel lost. A lot of people who just think, oh, I'm just gonna go in and start writing and writing, and then I throw it on there, I publish, and I wait for it to rank. You need to do research. You need to understand who's your end users. You need to understand your persona and all that stuff. We include that in here. And finally, we have a content writing checklist, a WriterZen content writing checklist. This is really, really cool stuff. Click on this. It will lead you into this list. And this is the list where you can utilize before when you start writing any blog post or content. We break the checklist down into 4 segments. First, user-friendly writing checklist. These are all the questions that are asking you about whether or not your content is user-friendly enough. And then SEO writing checklist. This is all the questions about whether or not you have done the necessary SEO work to optimize your content. And then quality content checklist, just making sure that whatever content that you write are valuable and of high quality to end users. Over here, we have all the sources in tag for you. You click on this and you'll be able to kind of see other article for you to expand on the list that we write. Everything is already built up inside this tool, right? And that's what differentiates us heavily from other tools. And that's what we feel there's a gap in this market, because most tools don't do this. Most tools don't show users how to do SEO. They just sell you features, and we want to sell you an entire complete workflow. Okay, so that are some of the things in which you can start. And then when you access each of the tool, go inside each of the tool. There's this thing we call textbook mode, and when you turn that on, essentially what it is that now you are able to understand all of the definition of every single features or button or content in here that you may find that you didn't understand just yet. Like here, click on it and you will see the content. But making sure you have to go inside the tool. Some people, when you go in here, you don't really see the textbook mode yet. So you can just simply click here, and once you go inside, the textbook mode is inside, right? And just turn on, and right away you'll be able to see all of the content, the definition that lists out for you in here. All right, so very easy to grasp what terms and what function and what features of a button there is in the tool. Okay, then the final thing is our tutorial library. Just like textbook mode, it only appears when you access inside of the tool. If you click on it, you'll be able to see an entire library of videos that show you guide basically how to step by step to use the tool. And then there's videos to show you some of the key features like Google NLP, AI Assistant in step 1, AI Assistant in step 3. I know it's a bit long, but take your time to get used to the tool. And if you watch through all of this, you basically are past the first stage of SEO. Like from 0, you become a beginner and close to intermediate. Because I pack a lot of knowledge into all these videos for you to kind of utilize, right? So you see, that essentially is overview of what WriterZen is, what we're trying to do, where you can locate all the resources. You go inside. For example, one of the other key thing is in here, our tutorial library, watch our golden filter videos or cluster videos. That's where I explain in depth on the mechanism behind our very key features and function to help you with your keyword cluster or keyword filtering or keyword research process. Okay, so that's the first 2 things. I think I went quite a bit long, but I think it's necessary for all of those who are new and have not understand and don't know where to access this yet. All right, so in short, please watch the complete workflows here, and then go into each tool, turn on textbook mode, and then watch our tutorial. Do that first, even before you start anything. Observe in the knowledge, and then from there you will be able to have an idea of how you can build your own workflows on your own SEO campaigns. And you will have a lot of questions. and we're here to help. So any questions you have, then send us over on our support channel. We'll be able to provide you with tools, with knowledge, with snippets of understanding, so that you are able to understand and grasp the concept of our tool. Right? Okay, so that's that for the first part. Then let's talk about some key features. I'm just going to go briefly over this. First, key features that make us extremely different from any other tool is our golden filter function. Golden filter function essentially is a very advanced filter utilizing this concept of all entitled data, right? All entitled data, just go into our page and you'll be able to access, like in our tutorial, and you'll be able to go in here, Keyword Explorer FAQ, and see what is our golden filter and what it does. But essentially what it does is it will help you to quickly filter out keyword that are very high performing. High performing means what? Meanings that it has high search volume, but really low in competition. Okay, a lot of people say, a lot of websites say do this, but we have a unique take on doing that. Watch our videos, read our article to understand why it works the way it is, and then see the tutorial, see how you can use that for your workflow. So that's the first. This is a unique feature. WriterZen is the only tool now in the market that provide this. And this is I mean, we launched last year. We started last year in May 2021, and by now we're almost 1 year, and this will be the end of our lifetime deal period, meaning that this is going to be our last lifetime deal offering ever. So if you bought in already, that's good for you. We'll never ever do another one again, because we already start having traction in market. Everyone was asking about us, and in future we're going to enhance this even better, where we will enhance the filter to the point where we'll be able to detect keyword a lot faster, a lot more accurate, and you'll be able to find amazing high quality keyword in just a matter of a click. So that's that for golden filter. The second is keyword cluster. Keyword cluster essentially is, like I share with you, grouping keyword that have similar ranking probability together. Generally, if I did before, that take us, our team, about 3 days and 5 personnel to do a list of keyword 4,000. A lot of work, a lot of manual work. With this tool, just one click and 30 minutes maybe, and you'll be able to find all different cluster. In future, what it will entails is we're going to create a more enhanced version where you can actually choose different level of clustering. So maybe you want to cluster a keyword that have more search results similars. So we'll probably introduce that in some of our next update. Okay, so that's the tool. The third one will be Google NLP integration. This is where we integrate with our content creator. Watch our videos on Google NLP. Very important, because Google NLP is a way for you to understand what Google bots see when they go into your content. So let's say when a bot, they go into your content, there's 2 things they do. First, well, 3 things. First, they determine the structure of your content. Is it well structured? Are the H1 SEO optimized? Are the description optimized? Are the structure H2? All the paragraph, all the image being optimized? All the paragraph are ready? The word counts are ready? All the keyword terms are already included. The keyword that you target are already highlighted. Internal linking already. So that's the first thing. Determine they'll scan through the structure, see if your on page is on point. Then they will try to see what keyword you're trying to target. Okay, do they have the keyword that they try to target? Let's say if you talk about nutrition plan, do they have it in the headings? Do they have it in the text? Do they have it along the title? Blah, blah, blah. How many times they repeat? Then do they include all the keyword that their competitor may be included? Google knows. Then they will try to understand the context and meaning of your content. And when they try to understand the context and meaning, they will use their natural language processing algorithm, and they will determine that by entities. What is entities? Please watch our videos, because it's going too technical and I don't really have enough time to cover all that. We already go halfway through our session. And that is the future. they will continue to enhance their entity list. And when the bots go in, they will scan through, see the entity, and they know right away what you're trying to talk about. If you talk about Steve Jobs, for example, Google bot will expect you to include MacBook, Apple, Tim Cook, the entities that form Steve Jobs as a person, right? If you talk about WriterZen, for example, the entity will look for Daniel Nguyen because that's the map of meaning in which Google form. Technically, that's what you want to form in. That's what you want to include in your writing. Right now, you can only purchase Google NLP as a credit package, one-time purchase using our tool. I explained already. We cannot provide that in our lifetime deal simply because it costs us money. But the costs that we provide are not high. Okay. Then finally, we integrate directly with GPT-3. To us, GPT-3 OpenAI is the best and the highest performing AI writing at the moment, and we would like to integrate with them to help our users not only just to write content well, but we want to build that as an assistant so that you can not build the outlines correctly as well. So when you build outlines, you have our AI assist you while building it. And then when you go inside, the AI will also help you to write content. This helps tremendously when you need to write content for keyword that is not as competitive. There are a lot of keywords that only required less amount of work. You don't need to hire a freelancer to do it. And the AI are fully capable to doing it. But our tech is, in order for AI to write a good article, the AI also need to be trained well, meaning that your outline should be built very well put together. So build good outlines, the AI will provide a good article for you. And that will be the second part of this webinar, right? I will go into a quick AI walkthrough, how you can utilize our AI integration, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are also here for that. Sorry, I just got COVID, just recovered from COVID actually. So with that, we will go into the second part where I will share with you on our AI walkthrough. I hope that first part answered most of your questions. And I really hope that please go into our dashboard and utilize just make use everything that we provide you. The moment you go through all of that, it may take some time, but if you go through that, I promise you, you will go out a changed person. The way you put your perspective into SEO is completely changed. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go to content creator. All right, let's start with an article. So I have an article here using the keyword intermittent fasting. I use this keyword because it's slightly on a health segment, so it requires a bit more technical term, some understanding and knowledge that is more in depth. It's not something that's simple. So that let's test out the AI. I also have NLP click on, but I don't think you need to know that for these videos. So let's click on it. So as you can see, we break. I'm gonna size down my machine. Oh. Okay, never mind. I don't know why I can't size down. Okay, so in terms of content creator, what makes us different from other tools is this. A lot of other tools provide you with a platform to write. Just you open and then it will have like a text editor. That's fine. But to us, that's not SEO optimized writing. SEO optimized writing start with outline building. Start with a brief where you study your competitors. You study Google searches. You study from different data points. From there, you pull down this insight. And from the insight, you will build an outlines. And from the outlines, you then will include the kind of keyword that support that outlines and your competitors or gain an edge over your competitor. And only then you go into your writing. SEO writing is not like writing a book, right? It requires some technical know-how and also requires some technical understanding in order for you to write a really well optimized article. So let's go into this, right? First step, as you can see here, we call it outline to use. Second step, keyword to include. include the keyword needed, and then content writing. So write your content. So in outline to use, we'll show you some a few things here. I'm gonna clear this out first. Okay. So as you can see, we break this down to two panels. The left panel is where you access all the research point, and the research point will include first competitive analysis. You will be able to access the data from all top 20 competitors in this part. You scroll down, you'll see. Second data point, that will be Google Suggest Insight. This is all the questions that we got from Google Suggest database. It relates to the keyword that you have here, right? So what intermittent fasting, what the fast intermittent fasting mean? These are all questions. These are all keyword that directly pull from Google Suggest database. So you can be guaranteed of the quality and the integrity of this data. And we also pull from Reddit. These are all the topics that we pull from Reddit, so that you can see also other insight from directly from the users. So first thing is you have to set up your general information. What is the title of your article, and what is the description of your article, and then what is the content structure of your article. In terms of content structure, as we have a scroller here, usually when we automatically set your content, your article, to about longer than 70% of your competitor, as you can see here. So we suggest you to write, at least if you want to write an article, at least get it longer than 70% of your competitor. And we already have that data here for you. So I mean, sometimes you can do 80, but this is very long for 80, like 3,000 plus for 80. This, because this is such a crazy hard keyword that a lot of users, a lot of competitors are writing very long form. So we're gonna stick it at 70 here. And with 2,590 word count, we suggest these are the headings and paragraph and image we suggest you to have. But you can change this, as whatever which you would like. So this is changeable. And then you go into your title. And we place a button here, and that's the AI assistant. This is the first interaction with you with the AI assistant. You can click on this and notice that description button is disabled, and you hover on it. It said, please test title before using AI assistant for description. So click on title. AI assistant will generate you a template on the left panel. Over here, we'll generate your blog title for you. Set your creativity. I suggest you just keep it as 1 for now. Maximum variance, meaning that the amount of variance that you have in here, you can increase to 4, increase to 3, depends on how you would like it to be. Click generate, and right away we will generate for you a few options that you can use for title. And keep in mind that these options are already SEO optimized, meaning that it's under 60 character. Intermittent fasting 101, what is it? Why do people do it? I like it. I'm going to add on as title. Click confirm. And here it is. As you can see, 58/60, while as SEO optimized. And then the button here now available. I can click on that. And again, it will generate you a blog description. Click generate. Intermittent fasting is a simple and effective way to get lean. The name itself implies that you can fast only on some time, but how long you should depends on your goal. Time utilize period time burn is not burn fat. All this is nice. I'm gonna add that into. That's it. Very fast, very easy, very quick for you to determine a description and a title that you like. And then you can actually play around with it. You can fix it. You can change it, whatever you would like. And at any given moment, you feel like you want to generate more, just click on generate more. And right away, we will actually show you more stuff, more options. Click keep generate if you would like. We designed it in a way to make it so that you'd like to play around with it, right? Just click generate and it will give you more options. You can just read option. If you don't like anything, you can delete them, and then you just keep only one that you like. Yeah, so that's that for the first part. After you're done with that, click save in the bottom here. Click save. So general information is set up. So as you can see here, this is all set up. So if you have a smaller screen and you need more real estate for you to start building your outline, you will be able to click on this button, and this part will be collapsed down, and you have a lot more room for you to utilize for your outline building. Now let's go to the outline building part. So when you start outline building, what I like to do most is just start looking at the content of our competitors. Let's say I go on Healthline, because Healthline is a new standard of doing content SEO, right? And as you can see, this is a very competitive segment niche. Health is extremely competitive, and whoever rank on top, it's already been scrutinized by Google, right? And so let's say Healthline, they have been completely regained I think I would say revolutionize their SEO game with their content strategy. And first thing I look at is I look at the structure of the way they design their content. And I'll see that, okay, H1, H2, 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 some H2 will have one H3, H2, H2, H3, 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 H3. All right, H2 again, H2 again, H3. So you can right away see that top player have a very well organized structure of their heading structure first, okay? After you see the structure, you sort of have in your mind your own structure. What you can do is just skip next, and then you see other structure as well. H2, 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 one structure again, H2, again, use a lot of H2 and content within H2. So, oh, this is Healthline again. Healthline ranked 2 article for this one single keyword. Crazy. All right. Again, very well put together. Most of the competitor in this age, they put really well put content outline together. That's the first thought. How do they structure their content? You want to duplicate that. Second, you start looking at idea in which they start. Oh, this guy have, first of all, I'm going to remove this first. Okay, clear. The question, what is intermittent fasting? Okay, my general vision is intermittent fasting 101. I definitely need this question in our content. If you click one time on it, you will see this option pop up. And here is where you access your AI shortcut. Say you like the content here, but you don't want to copy 100% what they summarize in here. What you can do is you click on this outline and you can say question to bullet point answer. What is intermittent fasting? I'm going to use this template to generate more idea for you to explore. Click on this and a new panel will appear, and we call this 3-panel view. 3-panel view essentially is you want to play, we'll have an AI assistant playground here. This is a template name. This is what our AI assistant will generate, and this is the questions. I click generate. There is a list of bullet points. IF is the diet that involves not eating during some part of the day. Is the diet which then you set hours to fast for the rest of them. I'm going to add this. Okay, medium fasting. Wait, I'm going to add this first. Double click. Here is the part. This is going to be my H2. This is going to be my bullet point. I'm going to add this as well. I like this. I like this too. So I'm going to select this and turn that into bullet. And that's it. That's my first paragraph. I'd like to talk about what is intermittent fasting. And these are all the bullet points I have. So you can see it here. Now, the second thing you can do is you can click on the FAQ view, right? And, oh, I think this one I already generated FAQ. Under the FAQ view, what it is our AI will actually go inside the content of your competitor and read through that content and generate a question and answer format. And this is great. This is a really good insight because a lot of time, that's what users want. Users want your headings to be a question, and then the content below will be the answer for whatever question. So it's called FAQ format. So you can click generate FAQ. As you click generate, and it will show you the questions and the answer that is here, right? You can click on, we design so you have 3 times to generate the FAQ. How does intermittent fasting work? Intermittent fasting involves going through And this content actually not the content from the website. It's the content our AI take from the website and essentially create as their own kind of answer. So if you like this, you can actually copy this. Well, we're gonna update this so that you can add this into the line easier. Click on that line. Oops, sorry, line below here. Copy this. Click OK. Let's say you like this. You can copy this and you put that underneath of this line as well. Oops. Okay. Turn this into a bullet point. All right, let's say I have something like this. All right, so that's the second thing you can utilize our AI. Summary views is where we summarize the outlines of the content. FAQ view, that's where you can generate the question and answer format of the content of your competitor. And then there's part where you can turn on our AI system. And when you turn this on, this is where you start playing with our playground. And from here, we built 20 plus different templates, AI templates, specifically for your outline building, right? We can put in 70 different templates, and some of them are for your writing and this and that. That's unnecessary. We select purely all the templates that only help your outline building process, and we put it in here. First of all, orienting by. So this is how you can orient your content by what type of way of copywriting format, like action, intent, interest, desire, action, before, after, bridge, or topic two, and you grow near and topic two question list, topic two idea list, metaphor, analogy, outline, various perspective. Paragraph two. Let's say you have this paragraph. Okay. Say copy, and then you utilize this and you say, okay, I want to turn this paragraph into an outline. It's this paragraph, general outline. Here. This is the outline of your paragraph. Right? This is the outline. Sorry, this is the outline of you to build sort of like a concept. Sorry. Paragraph two. Maybe questions. So you can actually generate more questions from just simply this paragraph, right? Or you can simply get the paragraph and turn that into different topics, generate. And from here, you just simply put this underneath your content headings and turn that into an outline of itself. And this worked really well also when you actually go into the content of the website, and as you're reading, you like a certain part of their content, and you could just copy that part, put that into our AI, and turn that into whatever headlines or outlines you would like to put into your content. All right. I think I should do this again. I should outline generate. The benefit. Okay. Here. Okay. Delete this. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Turn this. Okay. So that's the first part of our AI integration, is integrating AI directly into your outline building. And we developed specifically these 3-panel views so that you can use one to the other, and then the output would be your outlines here. You can also access the history of what you have seen, right? Like, for example, you click on today, you'll see all the past work that generate in your AI so that you will never miss a bit, right? Let's say you start working on something and then you do something and you turn back and you're, oh crap, where was my past work, or what did the AI generate? You can simply go into history and then you can look for what you did in the past so that you can just go in there and then find other options you would like instead of having to regenerate things, right? If you go in here and you like something, you can actually regenerate idea. Click on regenerate and it will create a new panel for you. I see fasting, and then there's questions for you. Okay, so that's the first part. Again, In order to understand a lot more in depth of this, click on our tutorial library, watch these videos, particularly outline to use, and then our AI assistant step 1, where I go in depth of how you can basically utilize these two panels to build the fastest outline possible for any keyword that you would like. Okay. So, but the moment you are able to get all this thing done, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Trust me. Right. So once you have this outline, let's assume that you're going to build a bunch of more headings, right? But since the time limitation, I'm not going to be able to go there. Let's go into the second step, save and set up keywords. So in save and set up keywords, here we break down to 3 panels. The first is competitor keyword. Like I was sharing earlier, when a Google bot go into your content, what do? They look for the keyword that include in your content. In that keyword, first of all, do that keyword support the outline or the content that you're writing? So that's the first part here. We have a panel here and call to include. You have to go in here and start picking out keyword that actually support the content that you build, the outline that you build in the first step, because that's very important. Every keyword you pick here are the keyword that are already being used by your competitors. It's a keyword that they are trying to target. Because if you click on any of this, you will see the list of where all those keywords appear in that content, right? And this will give you a general picture of how many times do your competitor are targeting this kind of keyword. Over here, we have a general information, like general usage, the usage which we suggest you to have, at least in your in your content, the amount of time that keyword should repeat, the search volume, and the relevancy of this keyword relative to your main keyword. If you like this keyword, you could actually click add over here and it will appear right away in your content. Close. Then we have opportunity keywords. Keyword essentially are keywords that we found in Google keyword database, right? And you can turn on textbook mode and you hover in here and you'll be able to see the definition of each of this so that you will never get lost. And these are all the keyword in which you can find that your competitor may have not include in their content that you could actually add in your content as well to create this competitive edge over their content writing, right? And finally, if you bought the Google NLP entities, Google NLP package from ours, you will be able to see all of the entities in here. And in order to understand what Google entity is and how you can utilize Google NLP, please watch our Google NLP videos in our tool set. All right. So that's that for the second part. Oh, remember to import the keyword that you have set in keyword importer. To know how, again, watch our videos and I show you very clearly how you can do that. So import that keyword in this list to ensure that when you write this content, you will be able to not only rank for one keyword, but you may be able to rank for several keywords that you try to target as well. Okay, or you can add your own keyword down here. So everything is laid out very simple and very easy to use. Okay, so just play around with it. Save and begin writing. Okay, so once now that you get into writing bot, again, go into tutorial library, watch our AI assistant in step 3 to see how we integrate that in here. Essentially here we break down to 3 panel, full view writing, give you a lot of focus into your writing. The outline here, we built several kind of templates, but one of the most important templates that you need to know is the template we call bullet to paragraph. These templates we specially build with extremely high performance AIs. What it does is that it will take the content in your outlines and turn that into a full paragraph. Let's say this, just simply click on the AI button out here and our AI assistant will show, and it will put it here. This is the topic, this is the bullet point. Click generate. Our AI, what they do is that they will go into the topic, look through in all the key, the topic bullet points, and generate for you this content. You can actually generate more ideas if you think that this is too short. Show this one. It is generating right now. A lot of times our AI probably usually generate more than 100, maybe 130 something. Wow. This 152 words. So as you can see, the quality of writing are actually really good. Intermittent fasting, also known as IF, is an umbrella term used to describe various eating patterns in which you cycle between periods of fasting and non-fasting. It doesn't specify which food you should eat, but rather when you should eat them. There are several different intermittent fasting methods, such as blah, blah, blah. Incredible writing, right? Trust our AI, really. I mean, I sometimes it blow away the quality of the AI generate. You can actually click on the outline here to see what you build in the outline, whether or not the content here actually aligned with this. If you find that it's aligned, click copy. Well, sorry, first step is to click the copy in the outline for you to see it here. And then you can just simply put it here. Sorry, it's been copy this. Bam. That is your description, H1, your description, your first H2, and your first paragraph. 3 clicks. All right. And then you continue to do that with all other headings down here. Just continue to kind of scroll down and keep doing it until you have a complete article. Now, in between this, when you turn on our AI assistant, in our AI assistant in step 3 is slightly different from our AI assistant in step 1. The difference is we add in a new category of templates, and that is called auto-write. Auto-write are all the templates that helped you writing. You know, paragraph introduction. Let's say you have a paragraph and you'd like to add on a better introduction. Use this. Paragraph answer. Let's say you have a questions, you can put it in here and they will give you a paragraph answer. Next paragraph essentially means that if you already have a paragraph, you put that paragraph in here and they will write the next paragraph for you. Let's take this. We'll take an example. Click on it. And again, we'll show you the next paragraph that you could actually integrate into your content. Like here. So, okay. So we have a complete new set of content AI template for you to play around. There's no clear workflow really for this, you know, because there's so many different way to create content using templates. We will continue to add on more high quality template later on, but you have to determine your own way of utilizing this. But this is what I find was my own experience in using this is just one of the greatest. So another way for you to access our AI is to highlight, and the AI will appear over an AI shortcut. And under AI shortcut, there will be an option where called Write for Me. So the interesting part of our AI shortcut here is that we'll offer you 2 options. The first is if you simply click on this and right click on the bottom here, and you hover on the I, letter here, and it will show you information that all text above will be used as input. It means that if you don't highlight anything, our AI will learn from this point all the way to the top and continue to write the next content using that. But if you highlight a certain paragraph and you click AI shortcut and you hover onto the I button, it will say that only highlighted text will be used as an input, right? And over here, you will see some new and other, we call it live template, and transition, we have addition. So this is continuing of that content, contrast, sequence, condition, result, summary, right? Auto write like this, and these are all the outlines that you can use over here as well in AI Assistant. But if you say write for me, the AI will essentially learn this passage and then continue to churn out content that from this, There. So essentially that's what write for me is. If you don't like write for me, you could do the same thing, and then you can use like in addition, for example. Something like this. Of course, just like any other AI, sometimes we will churn out stuff that is not very good, and we will continue to kind of improve and enhance this part as we go. Again, it's beta phase. But what I want to highlight is the way we build our AI are very different from the rest. We build with the focus in the experience of your workflow. So you have a workflow and you want to have the AI almost as an assistant to help you in each step of the way so that you can enhance your writing experience, make it easier. At the end of the day, it has to be you. You are the one who will determine whether or not your content is high quality and high value to the end consumer. Okay, so that's that's it for AI writing. After you're done with whatever you have here, utilize our plagiarism checker built in onto content creator, click on it, and just kind of just click on confirm, and then we'll continue to kind of the plagiarism checker will check for this, and then after you're done with that, you see that the plagiarism there's not a lot of plagiarism issue. You can click done, and when you click done, uh, under project out here, your status will turn into done. If you simply save, or if you didn't click anything, will auto save for you, and the status will remain as writing, right? So I think that's that. You know, the tool gets so complex now that I cannot kind of go in detail each of these in 1 hour. And I can only recommend you to go into our tutorial library, watch all our recommended workflows, and just kind of dive in the knowledge that we share in order for you to utilize the tool. It's a powerhouse, and a lot of our users have been successful with their SEO campaign. This is the best practice that we have been applying to our own work over the years, and now we bring it to you, right? And we try to build it in a way that is make it extremely easy to use and simplify everything, even though it's extremely complicated project. But that's that for our webinar today. Now let's go into Q&A. I know this. I know it's been a long period, but if you have any questions, please put in, and then I'll put on. James was saying there are much better AI writing tools out there. Perhaps please put more focus on your tool. This feels like a sales pitch for a tool I already own. I don't try to sell anything, James. This is just our tool, and I try to tell you that this is how it works. And if you find that it's helpful for you, use it. If you find other AI helpful for you, use them. Whatever it is that helped you to get your SEO content done, right? I just want our users to be successful in whatever you're doing, because SEO is a very complicated, it's a painful process of work, and it takes you a long time to use. And again, this is not a sales pitch. Please don't say that. I'm just trying to share with you the knowledge that we have. All right. We have a few. Wow, a lot of questions. Sorry, I'm gonna try to go. Will there be a plan to check keyword for a specific URL page instead of domain? Are there any plans to have Plagiarism Checker integrate with Rewriter tool inside Content Creator? We already have Plagiarism Checker inside the Content Creator. How to filter the PPC column SEO difficulty? Is there a way to find how much traffic clicks at the top 10 site got the keyword? All of this are what we, for example, for check keyword for a specific URL page instead of domain. We don't have that yet. Maybe it's something we'll try to work on later on. That'll be our focus. Again, we write the first code, the line of code for this tool in 7 months ago, right? You look at the tool now compared to 7 months ago, and you already see a complete different revamps. And that's our promise. Our promise is product excellence, and we'll continue to deliver the kind of updates that will help you guys, particularly on SEO. So our plan is on second part of 2022. That's why we will enhance a lot of our vertical enhancement, keyword explorer, keyword research, and so on and so forth. Okay. How many pillar page is recommended from SEO point of view? Depends on who you are. It depends on what your website is. Depends on the topic that you focus. Let's say topic like health, by health line, they have to build so many different pillar pages, and every pillar page have to kind of connect to each other. But if you only focus on one small, very, very tiny niche, maybe you only need two, right? So it's all depends on your project, depends on the scale of your things. Can we please get a copy of WriterZen template font? That is here. Workflow right here under our dashboard. Click on workflow template. There's template form and there's sample template. Sample template is underneath the recommended workflow. How to get content workflow sheet being discussed now. That's right there. So please click on here. And I know a lot of you guys don't click on all the things that we provide, but it's all on our dashboard. Can we get the feature to be able to analyze the content in the content writer to see if the content sentiment is positive or negative? Yeah, we will develop that. I mean, you will have to buy an add-on for Google NLP, but that's definitely was what we will provide. Where once you're done with the things, you can do a rescan again, and then it will show you the content is neutral in Google NLP term, whether it's positive, neutral, and that's a great idea, by the way. For our update, how do you pick pillar pages? Use our topic discovery. Please watch our videos. Recommended workflow video. I explained that already. When this AI feature will be available in French, soon I think we'll play around. I mean, with multi-language support. It's something other two already did. It's not something that incredibly hard to do. We just need to make sure that the output will be good, so that you guys could utilize. Again, it's beta launch, so we will get there. We'll get there. The outline was automatically added. Not sure if I understand that. Wait, sorry. Someone noticed me that my face is on both sides of the screen. I'm not sure if I'm clear on that, but you can add the outline. It's not automatically. You have to double click on the outline in order to add on it. Double click. Later on, we'll develop this into one single click, and then you just right click to the other pop-up. Would be good to see WriterZen compete with ServerCell and help suggest article. We're not here to compete, really. We try to focus purely on the product, meaning that whatever we find fit with our mission, and our mission is simple, is to simplify your content workflow. Anything that we think will fit with that mission, we will include. Anything that we find that does not support that mission, we will not include. Just simply in a different point of view and a different belief. Where do you use the keyword cluster? Please watch our videos on recommended workflows. I go in details of that already. Fantastic. Thank you. It was excellent, bro. Thank you very much, Larry. I really appreciate that. How do you? Oh man, there's so many questions. Sorry. Increase monthly AI writing will limit feature. Do you plan to increase? I don't think. I don't have a plan yet. Really, we are measuring the usage. Once we have the usage down, we'll probably provide you with more flexible plan, discount here and there, so that more users are able to experience it. The reason why we haven't make any decision because we still try to enhance our AI writing. One of the things that make us, I think, we're just run differently is we like to provide you with things that are more complete, right? We don't like to just show you beta, but it's horrible to use. Even our AI beta is still in a very good kind of stage already, right? How do you calculate the keyword used in the AI writing tool against the credit amount? I think you click on the remaining limit here, and you'll be able to see AI would generate a month. That's the amount that you have left. How much is Google NLP? Is it one-time payment? Yes, it is a one-time payment. Just click on go to store and one-time credit. You'll be able to see the Google NLP credit here. We have a 3 package, $60 for 60 credits. That's helped you to optimize for 20 article for $19, 180 credit for $49, 600 credit for $49. Yeah. Look awesome. Can you talk a bit about what Google NLP and the add-on package are? Please watch our Google NLP videos, and is inside of our content creator. Here, once you get in here, you will be able to see the Google NLP. It's 18 minutes of videos. I know there's some comments saying that it's very wordy and it's long. We're actually going to try to enhance that. I mean, this is our first time building an onboarding experience, and the first version usually, a bit longer than others. But what we try to do is that we want to create more crash course. We'll create more shorter form videos where you can watch in a shorter terms, 5 to 7 minutes, for example, and all that stuff. But that'll come in future. You know how the way we build things. We build things with very details in it, right? Where can we access the file sales sheet? Again, just go to dashboard. It's all in our workflow template. You go in there and then you'll see everything, everything included in there. How much for Google NLP tool? Again, go into our store and you'll get that. The interface are very pleasant to work with, just so full of options that one easily lose. Yeah, I understand. I mean, it's get quite complex now, and that's the problem with us when we start moving into a full-fledged tool set. It will get better. We'll try to, again, we already tried very hard to make it simpler, right? Maybe later in future we'll build different version of interface. One could be very complex and full of data for high power and full power user, and one would be simpler for simpler user. Maybe, that's something you just pop up in my head. Great, Arena. Thank you very much. Mention Google NLP being separate. Do you have a link for that, Google? Yeah, again, just click on remaining limit, go to store, or you go to pricing. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll see right here, Google NLP credits. Click on here and you'll see the pricing, right? It's under pricing. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, or just simply go to store. And when you click on remaining limit, go to store. Or if you click on your profile, it's in pricing page, right? Thank you. Walk through that team tool videos. Does WriterZen pull SEO data? Yeah, we do. We actually use this. Probably integrate a bit more in future when we find need. So you go into Keyword Explorer. You will be able to see Ahrefs data here. So all the data is here, and you can see on things right here. What do you think? Similar content in addition to with WriterZen. I bought the lifetime deal because support was fast and helpful in my careers because just the passion show. Thank you. Add the feature. Yeah. I really like that idea. Add the feature to analyze the content, the final content, so that everyone could see, when do you need the keyword credit? Well, the keyword credit is for you to use golden filter and keyword cluster. Each keyword measure, each keyword data point will return 1 keyword credit. So just watch the videos here. And then I explain for you how to use the keyword golden filter. Please utilize that. I mean, it's like one of the most amazing. It's like one of the, over here, let's say golden score. See this, I just scroll this down to here. Civil law as a keyword, there's 3,000 keyword. If I scroll down to here, there's 300 keyword, 88 with the golden score of 1.048. Just click apply. And there will be a list of really good keyword like this. Civil war law include all of the following except. There's 70 search. Oh, let's do volume. Here. Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 33. 3,600 search volume. And there's only like 4 in title. Look at this keyword. You could probably rank for this keyword. It's like a really super powerful filter for any of your work. It works as a filter, so you still have to do your own like looking around, but there's no other tool in the market that helps you do this. For homepage SEO, I mean, homepage SEO is a different tool set. We focus more on content SEO, which is more on blog writing. So homepage SEO is a different. Homepage essentially is a lot more to do with your on page, actually, whether your headings are clear, the keyword you try to target are in the headings, the content is short, need to be short, body text need to be short, everything is clear, the color is nice, the on page is on point. Those are more for homepage SEO. This is not really a homepage SEO thing. I have only discovered WriterZen. Was it originally keyword research tool, but now you have these added? It's never been just one single tool. For me, I don't believe it's just one feature things, right? It's always about the entire workflow. You do SEO. SEO is like on page and then topic and then forming cluster and then keyword research and then finding article and then writing. All of that, that's SEO, not like just writing or just keyword. So that's WriterZen. WriterZen is not about one single features, right? It's the entire workflow that you put in, and there's some features playing better than the others. Robert Allen, I bought all the half dozen AI text generator, all use the same template and produce about the same quality of content. Yeah, thank you. Again, I'm not trying to compete with other AI writing. I'm trying to be an assistant so that you can write your content faster. You don't have to use our AI writing, but use our outline builder, right? I would suggest just build our outline builder because the experience just make it a lightly bit better, right? You just kind of click, 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 and then you get the outlines. So that small bit better, it's what make us different, right? We try to invest in the experience of the users. Would it be an option to make a simple and complex version for simple users? Yeah. I mean, that'll be one of the idea we have, but that'll be something. Thank you, Martin. Yeah, that'll be something else, right? Any plan to improve the content extraction quality? Currently, yeah, we will probably enhance that in future. I mean, I realize that the summaries are not really that good yet, so we probably likely will turn that on, and then we'll get that enhanced soon in future. Can you get rid of SEMrush if you get this? I mean, what do you use SEMrush for, right? If you just use it for keyword research, I think our keyword research tool is pretty good and powerful. Um, if you use it for other, you have to determine the difference between our tool and SEMrush and what you are using SEMrush for relatively to us. If you use SEMrush for backlinks, for competitive analysis, for on-page working technical, then we don't have that, right? Then you use us as like a enhancement of that, right? But if not, then you shouldn't. Can you provide an option to select all in a click to topics research result? Yeah, that's a very good good feature request. That would be something. So that one of the next things we think of is how tools should talk to each other, how communicate. For example, you are in topic discovery, you should be able to select all, and then you turn that into a cluster. Or if you're in Keyword Explorer, you can just select a few keyword, and then you can actually start a content creator project with that stuff like that, right? So way to for tool to integrate and then talk to each other in vertically. That's how I kind of imagine it right now. NLP credit part of the LTD? No, it's not. Sorry. It costs us money because we buy that from Google. So if we provide that, that would be economically suicidal. We'll just go bankrupt. Local, thank you for teaching. You share ad feature where suggest best keyword to use in certain top ranking better than search engine. Can you suggest add the feature where it suggests best keyword to use for certain topic to rank better in search engine? Golden filter, that would be what it is. Just watch our golden filter and then check out our Zen matrix framework. The top lifetime deal has 150,000 Q credit. Do you think it's possible to use all that many words in a month? You will when you start having your team member and you have other sub project that you have to use, or when we start enhancing our golden filter, because enhancing our golden filter will introduce another dimension into that and will make that even insanely more accurate than what it is now, right? Because now we start seeing that Google start rewriting title a lot, and we start already in the work of building the next enhancement to make it even more powerful and better. And with that, you probably need more Q credits. How long the lifetime will is sustainable if it get longer? We have a deadline for it. Definitely not in this month, right? We probably launch it up until maybe sometimes in Q2. But this will be the last one, so we'd like to give everyone a chance to get it while it lasts. For homepage SEO, is your recommendation different for homepage article, keyword, number of words, homepage, or is there something we need to do? Yeah, generally it's just different. I mean, you can just start researching on it. I mean, I can't really give you a concrete answer because the way Google look for homepage now varies, and it has to also do a lot with domain authority. Are you a authority over in your work? And it's also have a complementary factor with the way your blog function as well. So let's say you rank for a bunch of different keywords, kind of automatically your homepage will have the domain authority, and from that domain authority Google will automatically detect that you are an authority in that range, in that topic, and when people search for that keyword you appear right away, right? Can we create our own template? Yes, that is coming in our next, version or something. So there's a few things in the pipeline. There's a lot of things. So I think that's that for today. I mean, I'm very sorry it go a lot longer than I expect. I mean, it's 1 hour and 30 minutes already. But I hope you enjoy what, and you find what we share today helpful. And I really wish you guys the best and success in whatever you do in your SEO journey. Please remember to go back to our dashboard. Everything I talk about today is already there. I know sometimes a bit longer than usual, but invest your time in this. You will not regret, right? Can we select which keyword have in golden filter apply to? Yeah, just use our keyword import. When you select keyword, save that in keyword list and put that keyword importer, and you will get that. But to do that, watch our videos. Yeah, we have so many tools and they're all very complex, and I can't really put that all in just one single video. So that's why I recommend you watch all our videos and you'll find that. All right. Thank you very much, you guys. You guys been great. I really appreciate you guys come out and listening in for like an hour and then 30 minutes. It's been great. We'll try to do this more often. Maybe one, like we did it once a month before, but I know we have a bunch of new users. We try to do every 2 weeks. So hopefully that will help you guys a bit more. I'll try to answer as many questions as possible. And yeah, if you have any other questions, shoot us on support@WriterZen. We'll try to answer all of that. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. And have a great, wonderful weekend.